Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Hi, my name is Elena, and I'm reading the Magic from Rhonda Byrne. Today we're covering day 18. For those of you that have just joined us, not to worry, you can follow along with us and follow with the practice. And the idea is that you do read the book and you do the practices for the 28 days consecutively. Should you miss a day, you should be going back 3 days and start from there. You can choose to do it once a week, do a practice a week, or you can feather through the book and wherever the page lands is the one that is resonating with you, and that's the practice that you should be doing. But I'm going to continue on and read the Magic Day 18, which is the magical to-do list. The world is full of magical things waiting for our wits to grow sharper. And that's from 𝒯𝒽ℯ MAGIC, 1862-1960, novelist and poet. Really, when you think about gratitude, it's your best friend. It is always there for you, always available to help you. It will never fail you or let you down. And the more heavily you lean on it, the more it will do for you. And the more it will enrich your life. Today's magical practice will show you how to lean on gratitude even more, so it can do far more magical things for you. Every day there are little life problems that come up and that need solving. Sometimes we can feel overwhelmed if we don't know how to solve the situation. Maybe your problem is that you don't have enough time for all the things you need to do, and you're at a loss because there are only 24 hours in the day. It may be that you feel overwhelmed from work and you want more free time, but you can't see any way to have it. You may be at home taking care of children and you're frazzled or exhausted, but you don't have the means to get support to give you time out. You may be faced with a problem that needs fixing, but you have no idea which way to turn to fix it. You may have lost something and tried your best to locate it, but had no luck. Or you might want to find something like the perfect pet, perfect babysitter, great hairdresser, or amazing dentist or doctor, and despite your best efforts, you haven't been able to find what you need. You could be in an uncomfortable situation because of something a person had asked you to do, and you don't know how to respond to them. Or you could be in some kind of dispute with someone, and instead of getting it resolved, things seem to get worse. The magical to-do list practice will help you with any little day-to-day problems when you don't know what to do or when you simply want something to be done for you. You will be amazed at the results. When you combine gratitude's magical power with the law of attraction, people, circumstances, and events must be rearranged to do what you want done for you. You will not know how it will happen or how it will be done for you, and that is not your job. Your job is simply to be as grateful as you can for what you want done right now, as though it were done. And then let the magic happen. Today, create a written to-do list of the most important things you would like to be done or resolved for you. And title your list the magical to-do list. You might put things on your list that you don't have time to do or don't want to do, along with any current problems, from the smallest day-to-day things to bigger life situations. Think through any area of your life where you need something resolved or done for you. When you finish making your list, choose 3 things from your list to focus on today. One at a time, imagine that each item has been magically done for you. Imagine that all people, circumstances, and events have been moved to do it for you, and it is now all done. All done, all sorted, all solved for you, and you are giving massive thanks in return for it having been done. Spend at least 1 minute on each of your 3 items, believing it is done and feeling enormous gratitude in return. You can follow the same practice on the rest of the items on your list at another time. But there is power in simply putting the things you want done on the magical to-do list. Remember that the law of attraction says like attracts like. And that means when you are grateful for the solutions as though you have them, you will attract everything you need into your life to resolve the situation. Focusing on problems attracts more problems. You have to be a magnet to the solution, not a magnet to the problem. Being grateful that you have the solution and that it has been resolved attracts the solution. To demonstrate how powerful this magical practice is, I want to share a story with you about my daughter, who used to practice to attract her lost wallet back to her. After being out one night, my daughter discovered the next morning that she did not have her wallet, and she had no idea she might have lost it, or even if it had been stolen. She called the restaurant where she went to dinner, the taxi company she used to come home, the local police station, and she searched the streets and knocked on surrounding doors, but no one had her wallet. Other than the fact that my daughter's wallet contained the usual precious things in it, including her bank cards, credit cards, driver's license, and cash, her biggest concern was that her wallet contained no current contact information because she had been overseas for some time. She didn't have a publicly listed phone number, and with a common surname, there seemed to be no hope. Despite the seemingly impossible obstacles, my daughter sat down, closed her eyes, and got a picture of her wallet in her mind. She visualized that she was holding her wallet in her hands. She opened her wallet, she went through all its contents, and she felt enormous gratitude that she had her wallet and everything in it back in her hands. For the rest of the day, whenever she thought of it, again, my daughter imagined that she had her wallet in her hands. And she felt enormous elation and gratitude that her wallet had been returned to her. Later that night, she received a call from a farmer who lived 100 miles away, saying that he had found her wallet. The extraordinary part of this story is that the farmer had found the wallet in the street outside my daughter's home in the early hours of the morning, and he immediately searched the wallet looking for contact details. He made several calls in trying to find its owner, but to no avail, and so he gave up and drove back to his farm with the wallet. But while he was walking out in the fields at his farm, the wallet kept nagging and nagging at him, and he decided to search through it one last time. He found a small piece of paper with a man's Christian name written on it, and so he put the Christian name together with my daughter's surname and called the directory assistance. There was one listing for the Christian name and surname. The farmer called the phone number, and it was the home of my daughter's father. Today, we do not know how the farmer got that number, but because it was an unlisted number, we called directory assistance ourselves several times after this happened, And the response every time was, sorry, there is no listing for that name. Wow. From 100 miles away, through the most extraordinary sequence of seemingly impossible events, my daughter's wallet was returned to her intact. She fulfilled her part in being grateful that she had her wallet back. And as must happen, gratitude performed its magic and moved every person, circumstance, and event to return her wallet to her. The magical power of gratitude is available for you to use as well, and it always has been. You just had to discover it for yourself and learn how to use it. So the practice for today for the magic to-do list. Number 1, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you. Thank you, thank you. And feel grateful, that blessing as you can. Number 2, create a written list of the most important things or problems you need done or solved. Title your list, The Magical To-Do List. Number 3, choose 3 of the most important things from your list. And one at a time, imagine that each thing has been done for you. Number 4, spend at least 1 minute on each thing, believing it is done and feeling enormous gratitude in return. Number 5, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say magic words. Thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. And that concludes day 18. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you get your practice, and I hope you find that one thing that you lost or whatever it is that you want solved. And we'll see you tomorrow at noon. Bye for now.